Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial from Cape Stunts. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a round off. Let me just pop you over here. A round off is a very flashy move, very fast. You can use it to change your momentum from going forwards to going backwards and up. It's a great move to get height from a runner and it looks really cool. But enough about that, let's get right to it. So, what you need to know for a round off is a gymnastics cart. You have to be able to do this before you can learn a round off. It's basically just a cartwheel, except that you start facing forwards like this and end up facing backwards. So the first thing you want to think about in your round off is your run up. So the run up that I use is a gather step. There's two kinds of the gather step and just a normal run up with a dip. So the gather step looks like this. You can see I did a little bit of a hop there. A normal run up would just look like this. So for the gather step, first you want to do your cartwheel and see which leg you use first. So as you can see, I use my left leg. So to do gather step, you want to start with your other leg forward. Step 2, you just do a hop and put your other leg down. So this is something very important for your gather step. Once you've hopped, you have to bend your leg before you put your last leg down, because this is where you get all of your power. So remember, you start with your one leg, your opposite leg that you start off with a cartwheel. You hop, bring your other leg through, put this leg down and bend it. And then obviously once you're in your position with your center of weight in front of your knees, that's when you can push off as hard as you can so your legs go over your arms. The second thing you need to think about in your round off is your hands. So obviously once you've done your gather step, you're on your last leg. Once you've pushed off, you jump onto your hands. So in a gymnastics cart, you can basically put all your limbs on a line. So when you do the cartwheel, you can basically do it along a straight line, like this. In a round off, it's not quite the same, because for your hands, if your line is around over here, hop, put your other leg down. In a gymnastics cart, you put your hands on the line like that. In a round off, you kind of want to put it in between, perpendicular to the line and right on it. So about 45 degrees from the line, like that. Like a squish. So then my hands weren't quite on the line, but they also weren't exactly at a right angle to it. So you want to kind of find the easy median, what works for you the best. Obviously, once you've jumped onto your arms, you need to push off. But just be careful, you have to keep your arms strong and bent. Don't keep your arms bent. You need to keep them strong and straight. If you keep them bent, you're just going to crumple like this. Obviously, you don't want to do that. So once you've jumped onto your arms, keep them straight. Remember to push off. This is very important. You have to push off your arms. So you can roll from the heel of your hands and push off with your fingers. Just give you that extra bit of spin. The last thing is your feet and your landing. So once you've pushed off from your hands, the momentum from your run up basically carries your leg over your body and onto the ground. Once you've pushed off, something that you might want to do is flick your legs from your hips. So if you've put your hands down, you can kind of flick off just a bit like that. Just gives you that extra bit of power as well. You don't have to. Obviously, flicking too much can make you land bent like that. So you want to push off from your hands and flick as well, so you can land straight up and not on too much bent hips. Obviously, when you land, You want your feet to be together, or even just like this together. They have to land at the same time. If it goes boom boom, then it's not going to work. Your momentum is going to be a bit vicky-verky. So you must remember to land both your legs pointing in the same direction. They have to land at the same time. So just some things that people generally get wrong when first trying to do a round off. Things that you don't want to do yourself. Obviously the first thing is your run up. You have to get this right. Otherwise the whole round off is not going to look nice. It's not going to get you the desired effect. It's not going to work out like you want it to. So before you do your round off, just think, which run up are you going to do? Are you going to do the running one with just a little bend at the end? Or are you going to do the gather step? So you want to plan which run up you're going to do before. That's the first thing. The second thing is, don't put your hands down on the ground before you push off with your leg, because you need to be very flexible to do that. It's not very practical. You can't get as much power as you like because the trajectory of your feet is very weird. So remember, push off from your legs and onto your hands, not the other way around, and then push off your hands again. So if you just check this video over here, you can see that now my arms are like this. They're outstretched, so that I can come here outstretched, pop, and throw them down onto the ground. What you mustn't do is come and go straight into it. It might look something like this. As you can see, there was no power in that at all. I hurt my wrist a bit, and I couldn't bounce. I couldn't even get off my heels once I had done that. So what you must do is start out here in the eagle pose, and then come up, throw your arms down. So thank you guys for watching this tutorial. Some more playlists up here in the top right hand corner, so just watch these if you want to get some awesome tricks, how to make up lines that are creative and epic. Catch you in the next one.
Cape Town, South Africa. Nate, Jethro, Hudson.